Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to the full moon, supernatural full moon in Virgo for 2 2 2 2016. Okay, February 22, 2016. And I've taken some notes with this one. This one is like, I love my new moon and full moon videos. That's what, you know, was going to be my sort of brand on YouTube in the respect of how I adore Luna, Goddess Luna, and Goddess Mother Earth. Okay, well, Virgo is an Earth mutable sign, and Virgo is my moon sign. Okay, so can you tell people? Beam me up. Anyway, so but let's just read, okay? I just want to open up with just a few notes here because it is wonderful. It is just, again, beautiful. Okay, so 222. Now, okay. Okay, so encourages you to take a balanced approach in all areas, okay? uh, Peaceful, harmonizing, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6, and we speak of that. It is also the lovers, in the tarot, okay? The harmonizing number, okay? And the faith is to trust in your angels, okay? And trust in Mother, because Virgo is an earth sign, mutable earth sign. We want to make sure that we trust in Mother Earth via the angels. And then, of course, Luna is a goddess, right? So we have, and that's the beautiful connection that Luna and Mother have, that feminine receptive, you see? And then the brightest, which is not a star, but planet Venus, also comes around. You see, the feminine goddess is here for certain now. This is what we're going to teach, okay? And it's not teaching, it's like accept it, okay? It's beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so it's you want to have a positive attitude with this full moon, okay? And then work with the divine, okay? Because it's about timing now. I think we were talking about, like when we were saying, uh, get ready. Every I think people are now literally getting ready, and then that way, that unity consciousness becomes powerful because we're getting ready. Okay. Now, with this six is considered feminine and extrovert, and a related to the star sign Virgo, okay, and planet Venus, and tarot lovers, and the tarot lovers, and it is definitely associated with Mother, okay, Mother, which is standing for love, nurturing, protection, security, beautiful things, okay, and this all comes from I love her. She's with Sacred Scribes, Joanne from Sacred Scribes. If you want to look up 222. And now we want to go to that number 6, okay, which is again harmonizing. And it's already Virgo is associated with number 6, okay? And in Virgo is also in the 6th house, okay? So you see what I'm saying? It's all many six. And then when you take 2 February 22nd, 2016, that turns into a 6 also. So Monday is a 6 number day, because this full moon, it will be on Monday. Okay, and really it's about healing our world spiritually. I think that's what I'll title this video. And we're going to see what the cards are going to come through, okay? Okay, so again, it's the sign of Mother, all right? Environmental movement, selfless devotion and service. Uh, Again, oh, and then giant Jupiter, majestic giant Jupiter, is also in Virgo right now in this time. And that planet is all about abundance, wisdom, and expansion. Okay, so it's going through Virgo right now. So the opportunity for us to awaken to our sacred callings, to honor our planet, Mother, and all life forms on it and in it, the oceans, the plants, the everything. Okay, that's what we're going to adore now. Okay, for those of us that are into the light, okay? It's beautiful. And again, I did a little more detailed reading because it is, my moon sign is in Virgo, I have to, you know, I had to celebrate, okay? And yes, and so now one last thing I do want to add that I want to bring the goddesses out that celebrate, okay? And I apologize not doing it last month, but I will continue. But for this, uh, let's see, hold on, let me see. Yes, yes. For this month of February, the tarot card for this moon cycle, which is normally known as a storm moon, and it's a moon of challenge, okay, for per the Maya wisdom. And I will continue with this because the Maya taught me a lot. And we'll go to another. I've done Maya videos, and my birthday, March 11th, 1960, in the Zolkin calendar, I am in the position of high priestess, okay? That's why I speak my wisdom, all right? But we will talk because when I was in sixth grade, okay, sixth grade, in New York City, I went to St. Catherine of Genoa, okay, 1 through 8th grade. But my sixth grade teacher was a Mexican from Mexico City, articulate, beautiful, gorgeous. And she taught us all about the Mayans and the Aztecs there. That's when my mind opened up, okay? And I was also raised Santeria, and so I was already involved with knowing that we can call on ancestors from our people. So it's all beautiful, beautiful. Okay, but anyway, for this storm moon, moon of challenge, okay, and it is lunar in tone per the Maya, but it is a healer's moon, a healer's moon. The tarot is the high priestess. And I just dropped a video in case you didn't watch it, with Isis, and the high priestess came through. And I adore my Isis. And actually, after I, learned all about the Mayan, and again, I was already involved in my family doing, seances with the Orishas, calling them in. So I was familiar with things. But that's when I started tuning into the Egyptian mythology. So as a young girl, I've always been into the, Hindu, whatever. I love them all. I love them all. They all bring wisdom, but mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. So here we have her, and she came through for us just the other day, 2 days ago. Okay, and so the herbs are balm of Gilead, hyssop, myrrh, and sage. Okay, so if you have any of those, the colors are light blue, violet. The stones are amethyst. Okay, amethyst and jasper. The animals are otter, eagle, and unicorn. Okay, get your unicorn vibe on, people. And the goddesses are Bridget, I love her, and my KUAN Yin, and my Diana, Princess Diana. I have a special video coming for you. You know I do. And Aphrodite, Venus in La Casa. And the medicine, the wisdom medicine is rising energy, purification, new growth, honoring and forgiving yourself, self-love, accepting responsibility, planning for the future, creative power, polarize, action to stabilize. Okay, and I dropped this. This is all came from a reading I did. I have to say, like a year and a half ago, uh, for the 13 moon cycles of the goddess, and that's what we want to deliver. Okay, so, but here we have now. We have Mother Earth, huge with this Virgo full moon, Luna. You see what's coming? That's the energy that's coming, okay? Not and it's not taken away from the males active. It's just where we're aligning. And that's why the goddess is here to stay. Okay? Beautiful. And because of that, I did bring in the goddess decks, okay? And this is the new Chris Walter Goddess Tarot. I've worked with it already. But she also is the author of the Lover's Path Tarot. And because six is all about, that harmonizing. So I'm using her decks, 2 decks today. Okay, so this will be a first. All right. And then the angels are with us because it's all about now tapping angelic realm, okay? For the wisdom, for the light wisdom, all right? Okay, and then of course, I love my runes, and we're gonna pull the rune, one rune for them, all right? Thank you kindly, and again, all my new viewers and subscribers, and I just, many blessings, because I really, uh, actually, one of my I've been seeing the number 555, 555, p.m. And one of my videos I was just scrolling today has 555 views. So I had to look it up again, and that means big changes are coming. So I just want to thank you all for aiding me with big changes. And I want to have you all have big changes too. Positive, positive, positive big changes. Okay? All right, so let's just, take a moment here and ground yourselves and feel the vibes of what you'd like to see. I'm doing a 9-card spread, and again, I'm going to pull a rune, and if the video's not too long, I'll pull a Lady Isis card. But for right now, I am so grateful that our priestess came through, okay? And that she came at this time for this full moon in Virgo, my moon sign. I hope you all believe in the supernatural because it's real. Magic is real. First card. All right, let's take a deep breath. Inhale. And Jesus is with us, my darlings. Trust that. Supernaturally, these governments are going to start fearing what we do. Trust that. Okay. Thank you, Angel Tarot. Okay, another deep breath. Exhale slowly. All right, my dears, here we have it. Let's bring something out. Got a little heart here to top them all. All right, well, let's see what happens today for this full moon in Virgo. Okay, I'm gonna call it the supernatural full moon. Okay, let's see. KUAN, my lovely lady. Major Arcana, KUAN with sacrifice, and that's the hangman. And we've talked about the hangman. It's about self-sacrifice, not self-sabotage. And she's holding looks like a little baby there. And Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. She is all mother also. Why, I revered her, and she's on her water dragon. I have my water dragon here. Okay. Now, all right. why I pick random cards in front of you all. So, it's not like, you know, I just stand them up and give you my message. I want their message. And here she is, opening up the table for you. My Chinese goddess, KUAN Yin, that I adore. I adore all traditions that bring beauty and love. Five of Swords. Five of Swords is here now. Because really, whatever challenges you are faced with mentally, you can handle it, okay? Don't even think you can't, okay? Because really, when you align with this medicine, with goddess energy, and the gods too, great spirit, and you see, look, she's looking up to the sky. I mean, if you can see, there's just a little two squiggles here, but it's little birds, like, see the little, she's looking to the sky, like saying, you aided me when I was going through challenges, okay? And I will continue to look up because I know you're with me. I know you're with me, KUAN Yin. Remember, my moon is in Virgo, so I'm going to shake my ass right now. And see from the challenge, okay? From the challenge. Now, people, I shuffle these cards pretty good. But from the challenge that you are faced every day, look, every day, all of us have a challenge. Every hour, some of us. But then we go on that mystical boat. We align mentally, because this is the swords, the air element. We mentally, I say, you know what? I've been through it all. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I'm going to follow the mystic. I'm going to follow the unknown zone. I'm just going to get in this boat. I don't know where I'm going, but if it's with the higher realm, I'm going to float with it. And we're going to flow with it. Okay? Float and flow. And you can see it's the same character, which, again, this is a new deck for me. I haven't even had it a month. Okay, so you see, it's the same character, the same image, the same, yes. So for all of us who have been going through these, mental anxieties, go with the divine, okay? White light, bright light, okay? White light, bright light. Nine of Earth. Is that beautiful? Mother is here. Mother is here, sharing with us, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone. Nothing wrong with that, okay? I think that's solitude, like the hangman here with KUAN Yin. You have to go into solitude. And look at that. And with Odin, again, if you all follow me, Odin scribed the runes, hanging upside down from a tree, okay? And that's what the hangman is pretty much about. You gotta do it. You gotta write it. You gotta feel it, say it. Successful self-employment, okay? Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, okay? So you see, Earth Mother is here, bringing the abundance. We have Jupiter in Virgo right now. I don't even, yeah, it's wonderful. It's just very exciting. Six of Earth. Okay, so Mother is in La Casa with the angels. Gifts of money, time, or effort. New career opportunities. Receiving a loan or paying off debts. Wonderful. Okay? So, whatever challenges you had in the mind there, let it go. Now we have 2 6s. Now let's say about this. This Virgo full moon's all about the 6s. We got 2 of them right here. Okay? So, get your thoughts aligned. All right? Because if you work with the divine flow, from my gal who reminded me, see what happens? Beauteous. 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 And you know what? I totally believe that, you know, there's no free rides in this world, people. And you have to prove that you can handle the challenges. Because how can, the universe send you more abundance if you can't even handle, one, you know, fight or one, I don't mean fight with words, I mean a challenge, when people come for you, the hate. Because with the Isis reading, the enemies are out there. That's the video I'm going to talk about with Princess Diana. Release. Okay. So we have our second major arcana. Release with Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation. Spiritual transformation. Time to move in. To move on. Okay. So move in to your new way. Okay. Move into your new way. Release what no longer serves you. Okay. And I like to call this Lucky 13. All right. Transformation. It's usually known in tarot the death card. But from the death comes new beginnings, right? Death, rebirth, new beginnings. So release, release the anxieties, release the doubts, release hate, release negativity. Let it go, okay? Working with the divine leads us to new openings. And I am a witness of that, okay? Oh boy, this is getting very lovely here, okay? Because some of us, have fears. And again, I didn't want to come on YouTube. I think I've told everybody that in case you're new to my channel. And look what it's changed my life, obviously for the better. And I can express myself, which I always kept hidden. They know more than they know. They know what you need to do, okay? 4 of Arrows. All right. And this has come from the Lover's Path Tarot. And this is a new deck. I only have this, I know, a couple of weeks now. So it's like, now we have 4 of Arrows. So mentally, take a rest. All right. Rest it out. Take it easy. Look how lovely. Bedroom's open to the open shore there. No, I thought they were turtles. No, it looks like rocks. But take a rest. Okay. Let the mind, release whatever it's been troubling you, from the mental side of strife, okay? Because we have it every day. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it's your family or your work, or you can go to the grocery store. Something happens negative, right? So just go with the flow, okay? Because look, the mystic wants you to get on the boat, okay? And that's one thing about the Egyptians also. The boat was very sacred to them because that's what took them to the next life, okay? The higher world. I'm talking, and here we have a wild card. Oh my Lord. The wild card. Let me read this because I do have her goddess deck right here. The Lover's Path Tarot. Wow. The Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, let's set this beautiful jewel right here. The creator of the much-loved Goddess Tarot, which is right here with KUAN Yin opening up my reading, displays her artistic and writing talents once again with the Lover's Path Tarot. Chris Waldher narrates classic love stories and myths from around the world while depicting the inspiring lovers as traditional tarot archetypes. Her beautifully intimate paintings depict famous lovers such as Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Caesar, Arthur and Guinevere, and Cupid and Psyche, and Isis and Osiris. I'm going to add, since we have goddess Isis here. Whether seeking to improve and expand upon a love relationship or yearning to nurture the relationship with one's self, the Lover's Path Tarot offers a sumptuously romantic and transcendent tool for individual growth and understanding. Its message is that all love relationships mirror our relationship with ourselves, okay? And we've been, you have to love you first. How can you attract, that energy to you if you're, feeling in these kind of regards hopeless? The Lover's Path Tarot takes its users on a journey where emotional and spiritual wisdom is gained by daring to love one another. And here we are. We're going to take this journey mentally. We're going to accept, yep, I'm going to go on the journey. I'm going to go on this journey, no doubt about it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, all right? And that doesn't even have to be with you having your own psyche, emotion, or mental emotions of, not feeling in the right place. People can bring you the hate too, okay? But we're going to let that go, all right? And we're going to start loving and loving and loving. Okay, so let's see. Let's pick this wild card right here, right now. Okay. Oh, I think it's this one. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Let's see. The Ace of Fire. The dragons are here. Work with your dragons. No doubt about it. And those unicorns. Oh my God. And my goddesses. I was going to say, oh my goodness. My gods and my goddesses. Ace of Staves. How fabulous. Double whammy. But we'll most definitely have to. Yeah. This is, we're going to go for it. No doubt. Okay. Fire, spirit. New beginnings, right? We were just talking about new beginnings. Okay, I'm going to put this by the sacrifice card because we're going to read about KUAN Yin also. All right, and let's pick up the final card here. Wow, 2-5 of arrows. 2-5 of arrows. Okay, so you see, no doubt about it. The enemies and the hate came through the reading I did with Lady Isis. And mentally, that disturbs us, no doubt about it. Okay? I've been crying about how these neighbors here have mentally made me a little, loca. But we know that this mental negativity is real because I dropped that video about how bad thoughts, negative thoughts can bind you into dilemmas. And even if you've passed, they still want to bind you. Okay? Because you know what? Your soul is so beautiful. That's what the haters want. And that's what the devil is all about. He's a soul catcher. He doesn't want the souls to, go to heaven. That's what gives him strength. Okay? So negativity harnesses his, desire to catch souls and take them to the dark side of the moon. That's where the portal is. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Okay? And we're going to set these down here. So we're going to take a rest from that, from this negativity here. Okay? Okay? We're going to rest from that. We're going to start, working and aligning, grounding with Mother Earth, looking up to the stars and the moon, Luna, and then working with the goddesses. And we're going to rest. Keep a rest. And we're going to look forward to taking that mystic boat ride. Okay? To tap our soul power. That's what we're going to learn. We're going to start tapping the soul power that is within all of us. Wow. Okay, so yes. Okay, let me read these two cards here, okay? Because Kuan Yin opened up the deck, which I find is so beautiful. She's another goddess I pray to, obviously, okay? Obviously. And in case you can't see her, I'll bring her right up front now. How about that? Okay. Okay, there she is, my lovely goddess. And we're going to read from the Goddess Tarot, Major Arcana, number 12, Sacrifice. Okay, beautiful, Kuan Yin. And again, the Chinese, you know why they're ahead of the game? People, when I did the new moon reading and I was working with the Year of the Monkey, because they are spiritual, supernatural thinkers. They work with the earth, air, fire, water elements. Dragon is major male active for them. The dragon, okay? The feminine is mother for them. They work with mountain energy, wind energy. You know, here, and again, USA, we're so like, we have no wisdom here. We're all just like, oh, you're a Catholic, I'm Protestant. Oh, you're black. Oh no, we don't. You're white. Oh no, you're what? Kuan Yin, honored as the Holy Mother of Compassion. Kuan Yin is one of the most beloved goddesses of China. Instead of allowing herself to enjoy heaven's delight, Kuan Yin vowed never to leave the earth until the last human was free from pain, sacrificing herself for the greater good of all. Sacrifice. My darling Kuan Yin, again, I am dedicated. Whatever she wants from me. And you can see, look, both Luna and the sun star are right there with her. We were just talking about that. Okay? We need to follow Luna and the stars. The stars, okay? And Mother Earth, okay? You know, the Earth takes 365 days to, run its axis around the sun. Okay? Luna, 13 cycles in a year, 28 days. It's just wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay. I'm grateful, Goddess Kuan Yin. And you see, I pray. I pray to this goddess. I pray to Yamaya. And they come for me. They come through for me. And that's not ego. Okay, that's just like, because I truly do. And y'all who follow me enough, you know I do. Okay, so let's go to now the, the lover's path. And let's see what because this is a double whammy for us. Okay, let's see what the Ace of Staves, I gotta learn how to pronounce that word, has to say. Wow, how wonderful. I just feel like this is going to be a beautiful full moon. Please, my darlings, get out there this weekend. You can see her. I just saw her you can see her during the day. She's getting ready. She's prepping. I saw her yesterday. I was thinking, oh, wow, this is my Virgo full moon. I can't wait for the reading. I can't wait. And, I went outside to do some work, and I looked up, and there she was. And it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's wonderful. Okay, and for the Lover's Path Tarot, double whammy, we have the Suit of Staves. Okay, and the keywords are energy, growth, action, creativity, and the meanings: beginning of a focused period of growth, inspiration that inspires action, new opportunities, the masculine or yang aspect of life. Okay? Because yes, fire is totally all male active. That's why we love the dragons. Okay? We love our dragons. Yeah, we do. And you can see Kuan Yin loves her water dragon too. One reason why I got my water dragon. Let's bring him out. He's a very handsome devil, actually. Let's bring him out. Let's bring. Woo! Kisses Lala right here. His mama Lala. Oh, people, can you do that? Oh, yes. I'm very excited. You know what? Okay, so let's pick our rune now. Let's pick our rune. All right, our rune. And I might have to pick one of Lady Isis because she's got her sister Kuan Yin here. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what goes down for this full moon in Virgo. We have the goddess of compassion, High Priestess Isis. This month is all about that. The six, harmonizing with everything. Okay. Okay. This I believe is called Sowelu. Sowelu's here. Okay. So let us read about this room. Sowelu. And there it is. Sowelu. Okay. Sowelu. I pulled this room before on YouTube, I believe. Okay. It's about wholeness, okay? All about wholeness. Becoming whole, becoming authentic, becoming you. Like these two cards. Let's bring out these fives again, okay? You know, because people can fuck with your brain, all right? Your family, your freaking neighbors, your co-workers, your bosses. That's why you got to be your own authentic self, my darlings, okay? Okay? Five of Swords. Because we're going to take a rest from all of that. And we're going to move forward. And we're going to work with the mystic. We're going to take that journey, that walk, you know, on the water. Our emotional journey. We're going to take it. Okay? Oh, one more page here. Okay. See, here's Sowelu. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. Wholeness, life force, the sun's energy. And we were just showing the beautiful image of how Kuan Yin is both with Luna and the sun energy. We have to sacrifice for this, people, okay? You got to work it. Work it righteous because it comes together, okay? Comes together. Okay, and Sowelu. Sowelu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest. And we're all spiritual warriors on this channel, okay? We're learning, right? Because this is all about spiritual warfare. The souls of light against the souls of darkness. I don't care what color your race or where you were born or fighting for religion. Sometimes, you know, I get so amped up. No more of that. We are warriors, as Jesus is. Things are coming, people. Big changes. Government's going to be fearful. They know what's happening. Trust that here in the USA. They've coded with all those freaking ugly aliens. Jesus coming with these beautiful extraterrestrial. It's coming. It's coming. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what by nature you already are. A star child, okay? An eternal being. That's why it's about the souls of light against the souls of dark. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter. This body only lasts so long. And then we, whoop, go to the next realm. Become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of great power, making life force available to you. Sowelu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. For regeneration, okay? Regeneration. Take that rest, okay? Dissolve those mental thoughts into beauty, okay? Watch your dreams, all right? Wake up knowing that, you're regenerated. That's why we take these deep breaths, okay? Take deep breaths, get outdoors, exhale, inhale. Every minute you can. I mean, deep, deep, not, just to keep you alive kind of thing. Deep, work with it. Okay. Although this rune has no reverse position, okay, no reversed, which is wonderful. That's why it's so much stronger, powerful. There is reason for caution. You may see fit to withdraw or even to retreat in the face of a pressing situation, especially if events or people are demanding that you expend your energy now. You see, we can tell people are, and they're reading with Isis, Priestess, High Priestess Isis. We have the haters around us. Okay, know that such a retreat is a retreat in strength, a voyage inward for, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. For centering, for balance. Timely retreat is among the skills of the spiritual warrior. Sowelu counsels upon yourself opening up, letting the light into a part of your life that has been secret, shut away. And, I was one of those, okay? That's why I relate to this rune very well now. To accomplish this may call for a profound recognition, for admitting to yourself something that you have long denied. There is a prayer known as the Gayatri that embodies the spirit of the rune of wholeness. Address the sun in this fashion. So we look up, okay? And again, I know this rune has come out in another reading. And this is what we address the sun with, our star sun. God's power. You who are the source of all power, whose rays illuminate the world, illuminate also my heart, so that it too can do your work. While reciting the Gayatri, visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from your heart's center and back into the world. This is a powerful and life-enhancing prayer. It's changed my life, okay? And like I said, the runes were my first divination ever. And here it is. The moon draws us towards union and reunion and merging, communication, rebirth. Okay. This literally, beyond tarot, was my first. Okay. Okay. Visualize the sun's rays streaming forth into the world, entering your heart, then streaming out from the heart center and back into the world. This is a powerful, life-enhancing prayer. There is caution here not to give yourself airs. Okay, and we got airs here, don't we? Okay, the air, the mental. Even in a time of bountiful energy, you are required to face and vanquish your refusal to let right action flow through you. Nourish this capacity, for it is a mark of true humility. Get out of the ego, people, okay? Work with the divine flow. They lead you places your ego could never imagine. Practice the art of doing without doing. Aim yourself truly and then maintain your aim without manipulative effort. Meditate on Christ's words. Meditate on Christ's words. Okay? Meditate on Christ's words. I can of my own self do nothing. John 5:30. For by our own power we do nothing, even in loving. It is love that loves through us. This way of thinking and being integrates new energies and permits us to flow into wholeness. which is the ultimate goal of the spiritual warrior. Okay? And trust me, Jesus is here, people. Spiritual warrior, and he's got these angelic he's got the angels, forget about that, we know that. But he's got these ETs. That's why, the governments aren't messing with Luna anymore. Okay? Going to the moon and all that bullshit. They know they're right there. And they're afraid now. Okay? Trust me, our governments are afraid. Even Russia and USA, they don't even go there. They're all that crap bullshit. It's happening, and they know it. Okay, we want to lead and initiate a new outlook of love. Okay, I wrote something like that. Wait for the universe to act. We do without doing, and everything gets done. Okay, this is some extra notes I wrote. All right, my darlings. You know what? I got to pick Isis right now. We just got to do it. One more. One more. This powerful reading. I knew it's going to be a supernatural full moon. Okay, it's up to us now. Okay, got to work with this white light. They are here. Trust. Jesus here. Trust me. Trust. They're here. And that's why you don't hear about them messing with Luna any longer. Okay? When I found out they try to shoot rockets at her, NASA, trust me, it's all coming. The Queen of Heaven. Blessing from the Divine Empress of the skies. I don't think I've ever picked this card. Queen of Heaven. Blessing from the Divine Empress of the skies. Again, Isis, is my high priestess. Taught me how to be fierce and fearless. And here she comes as the Queen of Heaven. Jesus in la casa. This is true magic. You gotta have love in your hearts, my friends. You gotta have it. My Lord. I'm just like, it's so beautiful. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Sorry. My mind is racing right now. Racing. Blessing from the Divine Empress of the skies, the Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the skies acknowledges your feminine authority now. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. Now, I've never written on this page, okay? I don't even think I've pulled this card on my own. Again, and I don't sit around reading my own books. But what I have to show is, see, this page number is 139? 139, okay? 139. We just read the Rune of Wholeness, right? The Rune of Wholeness, page 139. I don't think that's ever happened on my channel. Oh my gods and goddesses, do you see what I'm saying? The life force, the sun energy, God is here with us today with this supernatural reading. 139. So we got a 4 numerology here. Okay. All right, let's just continue reading. Okay, very powerful. Okay, let's see how much long. Yowza. Okay, this is a long read. So I'm just gonna I'm just going to kind of read what I think is major important, and then we'll do the incantation, okay? I'll open it up. The Oracle of the Queen of Heaven is a confirmation of your feminine leadership and spiritual authority, whether in male or female body this lifetime. Isis means throne. I didn't know that. Isis means throne, and in her presence and blessing as a divine empress of the skies, she offers initiates of the light, men and women, great feminine spiritual power. Feminine spiritual authority occurs when power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. It is inspired spiritual it is inspired spiritual leadership through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based in empowerment rather than force or control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being, that you may fulfill your life mission and serve the divine feminine on this planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. This oracle is confirmation to step forward in leadership if you have been considering doing so. It might be in connection with others, especially if you also drew the card of the divine sisterhood. But you are also to realize that you are capable. You are a capable spiritual leader in your own right as you trust in the divine feminine values within. And even though, on my Facebook, we're spiritual warriors, people. And on my YouTube too, but I'm always trying to engage in that on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook a lot, but, I try. And it doesn't matter, we're spirits, okay? Whether you're male, female, you can align with this beautiful energy that is here. It's here. This oracle's confirmation to step forward in the leadership. Okay. The new model of power is not about assuming authority over another, but about living your truth and integrity and leading by authentic example. There is great power here, and no false sense of responsibility for another, which could drain you and create dependency, rather than growth in those who seek to empower through your leadership. You are encouraged to contemplate how you might step more fully into your own authority. Often this requires that we make peace with the authority figures in our lives, past and present, and how we have experienced those relationships, whether as supportive, truthful, and empowering, or as disempowering, shaming, or perhaps minimizing or inflating of our sense of grandiosity. Healthy relationships with authority figures help us recognize where we can learn and perhaps be mentored by another, and where we too can help others learn and grow. Okay? And that's what we're going to do on this channel. We're going to become the alchemists. We're going to become our magicians. We're going to tap that 6D. Because magic is real, and magic just came on my channel right there. Right today. And I don't question anymore. I don't. Through the eyes of the divine feminine, authority is not a question of hierarchy, with one more authoritative over another who has less authority. It is rather more like a circle of life where we all have different awareness, ability, and mastery to share with each other, together guiding each other into greater wholeness. Into greater wholeness, each of us with our own spiritual responsibility for our growth and our own capacity to help others to the degree that we are willing and able. Making peace with authority figures, past and present, often involves pulling back the unconscious projection of our own authority, divinity, and strength upon those persons, seeing them as belonging to others and allowing the other to be more human. It may involve recognizing the gifts and the human failings of the authority figure and within ourselves in that moment, seeing the grace involved as two people with limited consciousness attempted a relationship. There will always be gifts and learning on both sides of the relationship. Allow the release of forgiveness. And that's so funny. Forgiveness has been, like, they haven't said do a forgiveness video, but it's like forgiveness. Forgive others, forgive. Because I've had my own, like, so pissed. But they keep saying forgiveness, forgiveness, humor, laugh it off. Allow the release of forgiveness that comes with compassion and the freedom that willingness to grow within brings, so that your relationship to authority within and externally can be healed and transformed. Okay, so it's truth. Seek forgiveness. Find the humor with the haters. With the haters. I have to say the incantation and I will close, okay? I believe this has to be one of the most powerful full moon readings besides the Venus transit, and that's only because I couldn't wait for that one. That's ever unfolded for my YouTube. Incantation for blessing from the Queen of Heaven. Okay, there's a ritual above, but I'm not going to read the ritual, so you can use this incantation as a tool on its own to solicit appropriate support for your spiritual leadership work on this planet. And that's what all this is about in Virgo, how we help others align. Okay? So beautiful. On Mother. I'm going to have to write her. You need to say on Mother, not this planet. Whether in an obvious form as a teacher or healer, or in the simple and very important ways of how you choose to live and love your life. And here is the incantation for our Queen of Heaven. Empress of the skies, heavenly queen, beloved Isis, my heart is keen from darkness and fear to be released, to connect with my power in deepest peace. Bless me that this may be so, in accordance with heaven's plan that I grow. Beloved Queen, clothe me in your authority and light. I now claim my spiritual birthright. Fabulous. 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 Work with the divine, my darlings. Luna, Earth, Mother, ground, look up to the skies, the stars. The feminine divine is here to stay. She has always been the goddess, has always been. But, no, this is not about male, but we have to stop the wars now, Find that peace within. Blessings to all of you. Thank you, my Kuan Yin. Thank you, my Lady Isis. I love you all. I love you all.